At the last council meeting, valuable time was allotted to a tabloid newspaper whose sole mission is to attack politicians that do not agree with his political and religious views. Although protected by the First Amendment, his propaganda is not healthy for our city. If elected, will you submit articles to this tabloid and support his cause?
You picked it.
Well, I want you to know that, and it's a matter of record, that the reason why I'm not a contributing editor and writing articles is because I did not agree with the format and the writing style, the journalism that was covered in that paper. And so I stopped over a year ago, and then, as you know, the blaming and the finger pointing shifted to the office of the mayor as not accountable or whatever it may be. So yes, and I had a conversation with the editor, and I told him, quite frankly, that the reason why I do not write to the paper, and I will not write, because I do not agree with his journalism form, even though I really obviously respect that he has the freedom of press under the First Amendment. So I stopped, and I will not continue to write unless he changed his editorial style.
Thank you.
Oh. Well, there's something about the question which suggests that there's some kind of relationship. There's the Passaic County Post, the Paterson Post, the Herald News, the Bergen Record, and a bunch of other papers throughout the city. This particular individual came to the city of Paterson and he said he wants to offer something, and all council members in the administration had an opportunity to write what they felt they wanted the constituents to hear and note. That's my only task. That's my only job. That's my only function. I write what I want to say and express to you about my thoughts and my feelings. What happened at the last meeting, however, I would agree it was time wasted. There is no argument. I would also agree that the premise for which that meeting, that wasted meeting, came about is also too ludicrous to even discuss.
10 seconds.
The fact that there were differences of opinion outside of the city, outside of the council chamber, that got brought into the council chamber and became what it became, was an embarrassment. But it was also democracy. It was, at its best. We just don't have the authority to tell somebody because we don't agree with them or not that they cannot speak. And that's why the Corporation Council was asked for legal guidance as not to bring about liability for the city. But it should never have gotten that far. It was, well, if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Mark, you didn't mention the name of the tabloid, but I'm pretty sure we all know what we're referring to. And I've got my finger on the pulse of Paterson, but not on the Paterson pulse. What happened at that city council meeting shouldn't have occurred. In fact, Council President, you shouldn't have let it go that far. As a matter of fact, we have more important issues to discuss at city council meetings. We have city business to do, not someone who wants to turn it into a circus act and make false accusations, of which he has a libel lawsuit already filed against him by myself. And so people want us to discuss potholes at city council meetings and the way we're going to fix potholes, and more effective policing in Paterson. That's what we need to discuss. And the tax rate on the taxpayer, that's what needs to be discussed. Not someone's vendetta against a specific council person who has a lawsuit filed against that individual. Thank you.
Thank you.